Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's episode of Off Kilter. We are reading Am I the I was that close. I was that close for finishing that.
I thought about it.
Oh my god.
Almost.
That close.
Sorry, go ahead. It's okay.
All right.
I won't read it again.
We're reading Am I the Asshole stories from Reddit. If you don't know what those are, essentially it's AITA, as for people who probably know it better. They say their story, and then literally all we're going to do is going to decide if they're the actual asshole or not. Most of them are usually, stop mocking me! I see you over there!
I
Jesus. Fuck. It helped.
said I wouldn't ladle anymore.
Great. So most of these stories are going to be very one-sided. We might find one. Tempest, I swear to Christ, man, I see you too.
We're not allowed to have a smooth start. I'm sorry, it's tradition.
Apparently not. So I think I finished what I need to say about Am I the Asshole. So let's get on with the introductions. Below me, if you're watching this on YouTube, it is Survival Amazon 88. She's a horror streamer. Her name is April, and she's Yoda today.
Baby Yoda, baby Yoda, baby Yoda, baby Yoda.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Next to April, we have a guest on the show today. I thank him for taking the time out of his night to join us on a Saturday. His name is Tempest_Calm. I call him Tempest. He's also Yoda for today. He's right next to April.
Hey, everybody.
You'd be embarrassing. That's it, really. Okay.
What? What do you mean?
What?
I don't embarrass you.
Not you.
Oh.
You didn't even hear what I fucking said.
Something about embarrassment. I thought you were talking to me.
No.
And above Tempest, in Alex's spot today, we have Thorns and Roses, aka Maddie, who also who's a variety streamer who also plays horror. She is in the middle of a Zoo Tycoon type of game. I forget what it's actually called. You are deafened, by the way. Just a heads up.
Planet Zoo!
Planet Zoo. Thank you. There we go. And her name is Maddie. And she is going to take care of the information for this stream today. So, Maddie, you're deafened.
Do you want to hear my facts?
Yes, Maddie, please state the facts for the stream today.
It is illegal to sell a bounceless pickle to somebody in Connecticut.
What the fuck is a bounceless pickle?
We throw
If-
Pickle's
pickles
gotta
in
have
the
bounce. I mean,
Pickles
who wants a
need to have-
pickle without bounce?
Pickle need to what? Pickles need to have bounce?
Absolutely. Less bounce, less crispness. What are you thinking?
Yeah.
I don't eat pickles, so I wouldn't know these things.
Bruh.
Well, the law arose as a legend, and the people demanded the truth. So for hours, librarians in the state scanned past archives of laws within the state until one librarian eventually found the truth in the Hartford Courant. The law was in fact an ordinance that was created in 1945 to thwart pickle packers Moses Dexley and Sidney Sparrer. These two men were selling inedible pickles, so laboratories conducted experiments and found that if it doesn't bounce, don't eat an ounce.
It doesn't bounce, don't eat an ounce.
So
I
Great
like
fucking
it.
Motivational poster right there, giant.
I like it.
it is a great
Legal to sell a
motivational poster.
bounceless pickle to somebody in Connecticut.
This is
So
literally
funny.
the very few moments where the fact is not sexual in nature.
That is a first.
Did you want a
for us.
sex fact? I could grab one.
No,
Sorry,
no,
my bad.
we're good. No, you're fine. You're good. I was just pointing it out. You're
Like
fine.
that the echidna has a six-headed penis? That one's
Nope.
always got on.
God damn it.
What?
Way to go.
The echidna has a six-headed penis.
Okay, can you say it slower?
The echidna has a
like
six-headed
Knuckles, like from
penis.
Knuckles and Sonic the Hedgehog,
The echidna.
has a six-headed penis.
That's terrifying.
Probably more like accurately like that. I can't make my hands stack very well, but
I would like it if
they
you
look
could-
like six nipples, but they're on like kind
Why?
of one piece.
Well, God is cruel that way.
No, if you want God is cruel, that's the male anglerfish. But
Anywho, we're not diving
That
into
fucking
that.
thing. Jesus Christ.
Got it. Okay. Before we start with the Am I the Asshole stories, I just want to let you guys know that if this podcast is also on Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, iHeartRadio,
iHeartRadio.
and one more. I think there's like one more spot. I'm usually miss one or two when I do this, but the main ones are Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, and iHeartRadio. So if you guys,
things,
I mean,
All
I
the
know all the things,
all the
So-
things, all the socials, all the things.
So the YouTube video and the audio podcast gets released on Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So without further ado, let's start this, shall we? So the first story we have today. Am I the asshole for kicking my sister
Yes.
out after she refused to babysit my son? Here we go. I, female 30, live with my husband, male 31, and our son, male 5. My sister, female 22, is still in college and has to move out with us 3 months ago because she had some issues with her roommates. Things were going fine until this argument. Also, she doesn't work, but my parents send her some money for textbooks and groceries, although she barely ever has contributed to the household since she moved in with us. We also live in a different state from our parents and family, so I'm basically throwing her in the streets by kicking her out, which would make me a big asshole. So my son comes home from school around 3 o'clock, 3:30. My husband works until 6, and I work until 5. Although sometimes I just have to stay an hour or two extra. It's not normal, maybe 3-4 times, whatever. She's explained that she might have to do overtime sometimes. We had a babysitter that would wait until he's back, when he would come home from the school bus, and would stay with him until me or my husband come back from work. However, she recently discovered she's sick and told us that she can't continue working as she has to go through treatment. So we thanked her for telling us and wished she would get better soon.
Sorry, what was the treatment? I missed that sentence.
It's just the treatment. They didn't explain what the treatment was. She's just sick and has to go through treatment, so she can't babysit the kid anymore.
Oh, okay.
I asked my sister to babysit our son until we get a new babysitter, given that she doesn't have classes at that time. She told me she never agreed to babysit when she moved in here and that I should have told her beforehand so she could find somewhere else to live. I told her that I knew this wasn't our agreement, but this was something exceptional since our babysitter has medical issues. It's not neither of our fault, and she would prefer 100 times to not be in the situation. She still told me she can't babysit because sometimes she has to go to the library or to study with friends, and babysitting would limit her hours of studying. I got angry, maybe too angry, so I told her that we can never ask anything from her. We helped her because we wanted to be kind with her, and yet she can't even compromise to stay a few hours home just until we find a new babysitter. I ended up telling her she has a week to leave because we will not be providing food or roof to a bitch like her. One of my son's friend's mom is taking care of my son now. They go back to her home together, and I pick him up later. My sister tried to apologize, but I told her I don't want to live with her because she showed me her true colors. She also have told her family, and a lot of them are giving me shit for leaving my sister homeless. My husband, my in-laws, and friends support me, but it feels harsh if my family isn't on my side. Makes me think I'm an asshole, to be honest.
Hey, sorry, can you
That
just pull some details for me? How old? Who lives in the house, and how old are they?
So in the main family is this is the husband who's 31, the wife who's telling the story is 30, their son is 5, and their sister is 22. The sister is in college, and she had to move with the family because of issues with the roommates.
Okay. So So
OP
is 30. Her 22-year-old sister needs somewhere to live, so she lives with her.
Correct. Yeah, she lives with her sister, which is the family. Yeah.
No, OP's the asshole.
Yeah, the sister is an ass. The wife is an asshole. Yeah, the wife who is 30 is the asshole and telling the story in the situation. Because she is the one kicking the sister out.
I think she definitely is like the main asshole of the group, but at the same time, I think it wouldn't have hurt for the... What?
Hang on.
She's kicking her out because the sister refuses to babysit, even after the older sister, who is the one telling the story, has given her younger sister, who's in college, a place to live after her issues with the roommate.
Right.
I think your sister's being an asshole, but I think you're being an asshole for kicking her out.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
why I
little
said I
fucking
think
intense, bro.
This sounds like a
Posters,
Spaceballs
definitely.
line. You know, everyone's an asshole.
And if you're gonna be like a dick about it, maybe make her pay rent to some degree or something.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
They should have had like a more clear agreement. By the way, just in case something happens, are you available to babysit this
Hey,
time?
that's not like a
But
stipulation for living there. You're my fucking
shouldn't
sister,
be.
and there's an issue. Can you help me? Can you not be a fucking
I get that,
negative bitch
but
and help? Like,
I get that,
yeah.
but at
If
the
it's
same time, that'd be really shitty to be like have your own sister who is, you know, who doesn't have classes at her time can just pick up the slack until they can find someone new or whatever. But the OP definitely handled it very badly by getting so pissed off.
but also, like,
And
how
she
long has
wanted
it
to.
been?
He said just a
Things
few
are
months.
going well. The street, son comes back from school, and she was just explaining that. Where's... I just read it. You're right. She's right. I did read it. I'm trying to find it now. I think it's 3 months. I'm pretty sure it's
a few
3 months. Yeah.
Sorry, no. Like, how long does she want the sister to babysit for? Like, till they.
Okay. So the wife, so the husband works until 6, and the wife, the older sister works until 5. But she sometimes has to stay an hour or two, depending on how long the project is or about how behind they are. So maximum, it's like 6 or 7. Until actually, it's max 6.
I don't know. That's a pretty dodgy time.
And the son comes home at 3:30. So it'll be like maximum 3 hours.
That's like
3 to 4 hours.
Like
That's
3 to 4 hours
that's
max.
maximum 3 hours.
That's a big ask on somebody.
It is.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I think
Especially someone who is not your
expected is
kid.
the issue. That's what makes the OP the asshole.
There
So,
should
like,
be some
living
form
here,
of
you're not doing
agreement.
anything important. Yeah, should have had an agreement to begin with. And then bringing up all this shit about her not contributing to the household or whatever. Did you tell her she had to when she moved in? We let her in. Did you
No,
tell her
Or
she
say,
no.
had
hey, we
to
got to
do
make
that?
some stipulations. And
Well,
change.
and it also sounds like this is just a straw that broke the camel's back on all the other
Apparently.
issues.
Yeah, because
Probably was.
apparently because she doesn't pay for anything. She just lives in the house with them.
Yeah, because I had
Is
my
it-
sister
yeah.
stay with us when my oldest was like 2 and 3, and the stipulation is that on her days off, if she could watch my kid just for a couple hours here and there, if needed, and she was fine with it. That was the only stipulation I had. If you're going to crash here,
There
Cool.
is an edit below this. It says it wasn't easy to find another person to take care of my son. I had to take 2 days from work, which will be taken from my next paycheck.
well, someone has to do it,
But
either her or
that's
the
your-
husband. Either way,
Exactly.
it's
But
your
that's your
fucking kid.
responsibility
That's
as a
your
parent.
child. Yeah, that's your fucking problem, bro.
Nope, that's
Not
not
your
your fault.
sister's.
If your child requires extra things, then you know that already. It's your responsibility to plan for that.
Yeah.
You
Even
can't
as
say,
a
"Oh no,
parent, I went
families
to
do have it."
that. No, no.
You're
family
telling
won't go so
me
far.
what year are we in that you are not calling someone to go, hey, friend with another kid, do you mind taking my kid for the afternoon? Or like, or
I've
can
done
your
that for
kid
the parents
babysit?
too.
Like,
Just bring them home with me when I'm picking up my own
You-
kids, and they hang out after school
do
for
you
a
know how many
couple
times
hours.
Do
my
you not
friends?
have a neighbor with kids that they all play together that you can't
That's what I
coordinate something for a
mean.
couple days?
Yeah,
Like
I don't
my
know.
parents' friends used to call my parents and be like, "Hey, can Maddie babysit my kids tonight?" I was like, "I don't know who the fuck these people are." I used to babysit for teachers in my grade school, and people were like,
Huh?
"You've been to that teacher's house?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've actually slept in their bed with their dog too." Like,
That's all right. So are we agreeing that they're both assholes here, or is there a one side to this?
OP kicking
I
her
think the
out
OP
is
is
overall
definitely-
asshole.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
So that's
sister
what it
being a little
sounds like.
shitty, saying that she doesn't want to babysit her own nephew is shitty, but not nearly as big of a deal as being kicked out for it.
Yeah.
So, OP's
Yeah.
definitely the asshole.
Yeah. All right. So we have "Am I the Asshole for Announcing My Pregnancy at My Sister's Wedding" by Wedding
Yes.
Drama 2022.
Oh, that's definitely asshole. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, she's the asshole. No conversation.
100%.
Next one.
Nope.
Okay. I
Go
got
fuck
overruled.
yourself.
I've ever heard.
This is
Am I
I
my
got overruled.
$10,000 day. Go.
or
fuck
more.
yourself.
You know, expensive.
Or
weddings
more.
get? Holy fuck.
Why
No.
would you even attempt to steal that kind of thunder?
Yeah. No engagements, no proposals, no like, hey, we're pregnant or hey, we're getting divorced.
Nothing.
Nothing. No
Shut
news
your fucking
at
mouth
all.
for one day.
Drink, eat, dance, and fucking go home. Shut up.
All right.
Sorry.
That's fine. So let's do this one then. By OK_significance_8479. Am I the asshole for taking my straight female friends out to a lesbian bar because they always make me go to gay bars?
No, that's fucking fine.
No.
So, I'm 26 male and straight. I have a group of friends with a few more women than men. We go out a couple of nights a week. Every time we go out, the girls all insist we end up at a gay club at the end of the night. To be clear, I don't normally mind, but it's getting excessive. I can't remember the last time they didn't insist we go. And lately, I've been getting hit on a lot, and some of the drunk guys at the bars get very handsy.
Oh, imagine that.
It's gotten
I mean, as
uncomfortable
long
at
as they're
this
buying
point.
drinks.
It's gotten uncomfortable at this point, so I've started leaving early to go home or hang out with the other friends. Some of the other guys in our group feel the same way. I tried to bring it up, but they don't listen and accuse me of acting homophobic, which I am not. My sister is bi and suggested our city has a lesbian bar and I should take them there to see how they react. To be clear, this bar does openly welcome straight and cisgendered people, so we weren't violating their space. Anyway,
Excellent.
there was a basketball
Way
game
to
last
check on that.
Anyway, there was a basketball game last night, and this bar sets up a game night whenever our local NBA team is playing. I suggested we go there to watch the game, and most of the group came along. They immediately got really uncomfortable when other women started flirting with them at the bar and offering to buy them drinks. It lasted about an hour. It lasted about an hour before the girls all took off. A couple of the other guys and I actually ended up staying. The women there were all really cool, and we made some new friends. The group chat this morning has been a big argument. The girls all say it was fucked up that we took them there. I told them to stop acting homophobic. The other guys in the chat are mostly supporting me and saying they have no leg to stand on since we always constantly agree to join them at gay clubs and never complain. I actually want to start going there regularly on game nights. It's a really fun atmosphere and everyone we met was awesome. Am I the asshole?
Yeah.
Heard
No.
about his fair
Oh, sorry,
play.
no.
You're not
Yeah,
that.
no, he's not the
No.
asshole. No, he's not the
Absolutely not.
asshole.
That's
there.
totally fair. And there's a huge difference
No way.
between a lesbian heavy bar that's also open to like the public in general versus a gay bar.
Yeah.
If it's strictly a gay bar,
Yeah.
Then it's a
Straight people
completely
actually
different
exist,
atmosphere.
though?
Mm.
very far in between, honestly, let's be real. But
Like,
I'm
the
just
fact that
saying
she
it's
has
not
multiple straight friends, I don't...
he.
One in every
The,
six.
the poster was a male.
Yeah, there's so a couple of the I guess I'm gonna call them comments are like enjoy your death trap, ladies. What's her problem? The hole got too deep for me to follow. I mean, that's not the one I was looking at. I don't know why I said that one. And then they're just kind of like talking about how he's not the asshole here. So it's pretty unanimous in this one.
I definitely don't think he's an asshole. I mean, if the women in the group only want to go to gay bars in the night, I understand that probably because they feel safer that way. But at the same time, you can't be hypocritical. You can't take your straight male friends to a gay bar constantly and then be like uncomfortable going to a lesbian bar because you get hit on and get. There's nothing better than a gay woman hitting on you because they fucking mean it. So you look great that night. There's always the best thing get complimented by women because we mean it. We're not trying to just get into your pants. We actually mean it. Mm-hmm. So they are the ones with the issue. They are the assholes.
So I am also probably trying to get in your pants.
Well, that's different, Maddie. I'm just saying. In general, women mean it.
I take some. Mama's like, I take some free drinks and be complimented.
Complicated. Oh, complimented.
I knew she meant complimented.
Definitely second the free drinks.
Absolutely.
Yeah. See,
free
I
drinks.
hit on Mama all the time. See, she likes it. It's fine.
All right. Let's see. I'm trying to choose one of the two here. We're probably gonna bring them both anyway, but I think this one. Let's do this one first. Am I the asshole for inviting my severely disabled brother to my destination wedding?
Repeat that.
My severely disabled brother to your destination wedding.
Am I the asshole for inviting my severely disabled brother to my destination wedding?
No.
So this is posted by
story.
I'm going to tell that right now. Posted by Excellent Roof 1389. My brother lives in a care facility. He has been since he's been 8 years old. My parents insisted we visit him all the time, so my childhood was a little different. I had to skip birthday parties, school extracurriculars to see my brother sit completely uncommunicative in his wheelchair. So he probably has ALS maybe. I can't
Or
say I
cerebral
love
palsy.
or cerebral palsy. Thank you. Yeah, that's what
My cousin
that's what I was
Casey
thinking
had
of.
that.
Thank you. I can't say I love my brother. I know I'm setting myself up for all the YTA votes, but please understand that he is just a body and has been for as long as I can remember. He just isn't there. But my parents can't let him go, so they spend a lot of their time and money, which they have, on him. I'm not bitter about that. I cannot imagine being in their shoes, having a healthy, happy child be involved in something so tragic and not dying, just being the husk that used to be their son. Sorry, I get maudlin about them. Anyways, my parents include him in everything. They brought him with us to Disneyland. They had to pay for a caregiver for the entire trip. Like I said, it's their money. I'm getting married in Jamaica in April. It's a small wedding, obviously, and we are paying for ourselves. We did invite a bunch of people just so we got a deal on our portion of the trip. I invited my brother just as a formality. I thought it was the right thing to do. I have been talking to my friends and family in a group chat for the trip, and a few of them said it was a shame my brother couldn't be there since I was having it so far away. My mom chimes in to say she tried to convince me to have it in town, so I mentioned that my brother had been invited and left it at that. Now, my mom and dad are pissed off at me because people are asking them if they are bringing my brother to the wedding, because they will have to pay for a room, for a caregiver, and pay... I don't know why he says this twice. Pay for a room, and pay for a room for a caregiver, and pay a caregiver. He says it twice, I don't know why. Or they will have to not bring him. I invited him as a formality, and my mom didn't need to tell people I excluded him. Am I the asshole?
No,
I don't think he's an asshole for inviting
not at all.
brother. That's family. You should always invite your family. The fact that it'd be harder on the parents has nothing to do with him. It's his wedding. If you want to invite your family, you should invite your family. If they can't make it, they can't make it.
Yeah, he does say in the story that he did it as a formality. So I don't know if...
Is he the asshole for saying formality versus actually meaning it? That's a little bit of an asshole issue.
That's the thing, right? So I don't know if he decided the destination wedding or the fiance wanted the destination wedding. He doesn't say if his wife wanted it first or it was his idea or whatever.
Well, I mean, the other part of it too is I didn't catch it. Is he providing transportation so that he could be there?
No, everybody's paying their own way.
Yeah, everyone's
so it was,
paying their
hey,
own
the
way.
invitation. So basically, it's hey, the invitation is there. I don't expect you to be there because of your situation, but you're absolutely welcome. I just can't get you there myself.
Yeah, he says...
I don't think he's an asshole for that at all.
He says, I invited my brother just as a formality. I thought it was the right thing to do.
You're not flying out anybody else. Everyone's paying their own way. You're not flying out 12 bridesmaids, and not paying for your brother. You're just paying for yourself.
We are paying for ourselves. We didn't invite a bunch of people, so we got a deal on our portion of the trip. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. That's being thoughtful and making them included.
Yeah. Plenty of people who are live out of state and stuff like that from you. You still invite them because you're expecting to get a gift out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I got invited to a bunch of my cousins' weddings and stuff like that that they know I can't go to, and yet I still get the invitation for it because family, you have to.
I even get events from my friends back home that invite me to stuff, and I'm like, I can't come to this, but thanks for including me.
Yeah, baby showers, weddings, anniversary parties. I'm like, bitch, I haven't seen you in 10 years. You know I can't go over there.
But yet my go-to response is, are you streaming it? Am I going to be able to watch on my phone or on a computer?
Well, it sounds like the brother isn't responsive. It sounds like he's a vegetable, or has cerebral palsy, something like that.
Non-communicative, yeah.
Yeah, he's uncommunicative. So he's not saying anything. He's not doing anything. He calls him a body. He's just a body, is what he says.
On the outside, I understand what he means by that.
Yeah.
Rabbit, what does ESH mean in this case?
Ish.
No, I think she was responding because she says NTA after, and I know that's.
Oh my God, it's Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
Everyone sucks here. Oh, Rabbit.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Thank you, Rabbit.
Sucks here.
Yes, ESH is everyone sucks here. Thank you, Rabbit. Hey, Ryan, what's up, man? It's good. Welcome to the podcast. All right, so let's go with the next story. Ryan, thank you for the 8
biddies.
Yes, thank you for the 8 biddies. I really appreciate it, man. You didn't need to do that.
If we divide that evenly, it's 2 each.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you 2 pennies
Because
when I
Josh
next see
doesn't
you.
pay us for this.
I don't get paid for
Still.
this. I don't get paid for
What
this.
you can do is just see these tags and go to our channels and drop biddies on us too. That's how we do it here.
Yeah, there
Not
you
at all,
go.
it's fine. She's
Oh,
amazing.
Tempest
Also,
is.
spoons so we can dig our way out.
Oh,
Say,
Rabbit gives.
I am streaming.
Yes,
That's true.
Tempest is. Yes, Tempest is streaming.
You
Yes.
didn't know?
No,
you
she
probably said that
wasn't
while
here.
I was smoking.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was
yeah,
gone.
you were gone.
I think
that.
so, yeah.
Rabbit gives us a list. So YTA means
Surprise
you're the
him.
asshole. NTA is not the asshole. ESH is everyone sucks here, as per the subreddit. I spend a lot of time there. Okay, good to know. We have a full-time Reddit person here.
I think that first one was everyone
Wow.
sucks here.
What'd you try to do?
I tried sharing his fucking link, and I forgot to not mod your channel. I've known you for like a year and a half, and I'm not allowed to do shit in your channel.
You can't.
You're one of the few channels I'm not modded in. Seriously, bro.
You're a VIP in here. I keep forgetting to put the VIP on to post links and shit. I keep forgetting.
Nightbot just spanked me. You started to bug me. Rude, Nightbot.
Oh yeah.
I hate Nightbot. I got rid of it a long time ago.
Oh no, what just happened? Oh, that's what happened.
Nightbot's fine. Nightbot is doing what he's doing.
Fine.
He's doing a good job. Anywho, by Dapper release 3661. Am I the asshole for refusing to miss some of my kids' events when my ex-wife's husband asked?
What?
Am I the asshole for refusing to miss some of my kids' events when my ex-wife's husband asked?
Asked what?
For probably to go to the kids' event.
Hear the story. Let's go.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm gonna read the story.
I was making sense.
I share two kids. Indy, who is 10 male, and Colby, who is 8 female, with my ex-wife Thora. We have remained very close, and she and I don't follow a strict parenting plan. We do our best to have the kids see us both as much as possible. We celebrate every birthday, every Christmas, and we show up to support our kids together as much as we can make work with our jobs. Our families are also still very tight. The kids love it. Sometimes it will be my parenting time, but they want Thora, and so they spend that day with her, or vice versa. Works so well for the kids.
Sounds great.
Thora
Awesome.
married Michael in November of 2021. He and I got along at the beginning. He clearly loved Thora and was great with the kids, which is what Thora and I cared most about. But then this past summer, some things changed with Michael. As an example is Indy was singing and playing an instrument sorry, brain went a little quick there. Indy was in this talent show. Indy was playing in this talent show with an instrument. In the summer camp that they're in. Thora and I both went, and so did Michael. Who took the day? So Michael took the day off of work to see it.
Okay.
Michael did not look happy to see me, and once Thora was not within earshot or sightline, he was visibly tense, and I swear he groaned at some point near me. Then Thora had to go out of state to see a friend of hers who was very sick. The kids chose to stay with me, and I don't believe Michael was happy about that. I tried to ask him about it, but he swore things were fine.
Is Thora the wife?
Thora's the wife. Thora's the ex-wife, yes.
Sorry.
Nope, you're good. Hiya, Krabby.
Yeah.
Welcome in, buddy.
Been all bamboozled about this child. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. These things are fine. In November, Indy and Colby had a busy month with different standout things within extracurriculars in school. I was lucky enough to attend 9 out of 10 of them, with Thora attending 8 out of 10. Michael got to attend 3 out of 10. All 3 were ones I could attend and felt very much like he didn't want me there. Late last month, when Michael and I were the ones attending the school function for the kids that he asked me to show up to, less of the kids' events, and let him and Thora... There is supposed to be a period in that sentence somewhere. Sorry.
It's okay. Continue.
Late last month, they were going to school to see something. Show up to less of the kids' events and let him and Thora do some of the stuff with the kids as a family. Okay, I see. I told them they already do. He said not when I'm around. That I'm getting in the way of him being a parental figure for the kids. I told him he was a parental figure and the kids love him. He said they will never consider us equal until they see him instead of me at some of these events. He said it's important for the more stable family unit of 4. I told him I was not willing to miss the kids' events. He did not take it well and accused me of interfering and alienating their chances of a family unit.
That guy. Suck a dick.
Go suck a big
You don't care about that kid at all. That's all about you,
There's
motherfucker.
There's 2. He texted me after the event with things he wanted me to miss, including Indy's elementary school graduation in May. I told him it was not happening. He told me Thora wanted this too.
No.
Thora knew nothing of this and told me the kids would be so upset if we did what Michael wanted, which I knew also. She was angry at Michael. Michael was angry at me still. He called me an asshole. I don't want to believe I'm an asshole, but I know this is not the norm for every divorced parent situation. And it makes me ask if I am the asshole for not letting them have some of those events with just them.
No.
That dude can EABD.
Michael can,
So he is not the asshole. Absolutely not.
Michael's the stepfather, not the father figure. He had their father is fully obviously involved in their lives. You can't replace that by just marrying somebody else. Like, I'm your new daddy. Like, fuck you. No, you're not Michael. You're gonna be Michael forever. This is my dad.
You can be like, and in a healthy relationship, you can have more than one dad.
That's
exactly.
But
it's called co-parenting, motherfucker. That's how the world works. No. It's not even your kid. If you care about the kid,
it takes a village to raise a child anyway.
Yeah.
So
what do you mean?
Why not have a closer-knit village?
Yeah.
Hashtag fuck Michael.
Fuck Michael.
Like, I don't know how you could be like, I don't want you to go see your child's play because I want to see them and I want them to think I'm proud of them.
No sense at
Honey,
all.
you can be proud of them as a team. That's like 3 people instead of just 2. Do you know 3 is more than 2? We should do some simple math.
Yeah. Ryan, thank you so much for the follow, man. I really appreciate it. I hope you are enjoying the podcast so far. All right, next one.
Michael can't eat bag of dicks. Absolutely.
Oh, bag of dicks. That's what the B is for.
Don't worry, baby. I got you.
When
you said it out loud, I was like, you lost me. But seeing that, I immediately
Yeah. All right. This is a short one.
Okay.
By Comfortable Drop 942. Am I the asshole for telling my stepmom I will never choose her over my mom? My parents broke up when I was 4 and before the birth of my younger sister. Their divorce was pretty quick once my sister was born. My dad met Sarah when I was 7, and they got married after a year of dating. I got along okay with Sarah, but she was never special to me the way my parents were, of course. I'm now 17, and Sarah wanted to talk to me recently about how I choose my mom over her. She told me I never turned down time or doing something with my mom when she asked me to do something, yet I would turn her down for something with my mom. Examples were both wanted to do something after a sports game I had when I was 13. Sarah asked after my mom did. I told her I had plans with mom. Another time, Sarah was going someplace with her nieces and asked if I wanted to join them. I told her I would let her know, made plans with mom in the meantime, and told her I couldn't go. She found out I chose to spend time with my mom. I went to my boyfriend's prom with him last year and asked my mom to go dress shopping with me and my friends. Sarah was upset about it. She told me all this not too long ago and told me it bothers her. She says she wants me to feel like I will choose her over my mom some of the time, in some things. Then she told me that my sister says she didn't pick her mom either because she saw I never did and thought she could copy me. So the younger sister is doing the same thing as she did, picking the mother over the stepmother because she's copying the sister. She told me
stepmom's name?
Stepmom's name is Sarah.
Sweet, Sarah's the asshole.
Yeah.
She told me I might have been older than my sister when she and our dad met, but we had been kids, and we could have and should have been just as much as her kids as our parents' kids, and it upset her to not be treated the same, appreciated the same, and valued the same. I told her I had not set out to hurt her feelings, and I was sorry that I had, but I would never regret the time I spent with my mom, and any more than I regret time spending with my dad, and it only bothers her if I choose to spend time with mom over her. She asked me to choose
step-parents. Good.
She asked me to choose her sometime though, and not my mom. Then I told her I will never choose her over my mom, and I needed her to accept that. She's mad at me. Dad was confused when he heard and told me not to worry about it, but he then argued with my mom over it. Not a huge surprise. And Sarah told me I was cruel and a bully. Am I the asshole?
Sarah's the asshole. And here's how you know. This is the simple statement that it takes. Hey, do you have some free time coming up? Do you think you could schedule some time for us to hang out? Because clearly, you trying to pull it out your ass on a dime isn't working with her schedule. That sounds like a you problem, Sarah. But also, you're not going to replace her mom. You didn't come out of her vagina.
Yeah. That's hard to replace.
Stomach, I guess.
Or that, yeah.
Some of us were C-sections.
Mm-hmm. Stepmom here would never expect one of my stepkids to choose me over their mom. Pretty sure I've never expected to be picked over the mom, although I would say that I also refuse to be disrespected or accept being disrespected just because mom was around. That's another comment or thread or whatever to the original comment.
Nay.
It's not a threat if a child chooses to spend time with their mother versus their stepmother.
Oh, no,
their stepmother
no.
is there because someone got married.
Not
because
thread.
you're taking over the role.
I said thread.
Oh, thread. Sorry.
Thread. Nope, I said thread. Oh, okay. So this is kind of a funny one. Am I the title sounds funny, excuse me. By Pokemon Candy.
Starting another one already?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You didn't let Tempest get his opinion in. You just fucking started.
You're right. I'm sorry, Tempest.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Rabbit,
you're our guest.
Sorry.
Rabbit, you're totally on the money.
We were talking about, you can't really replace biological with the step, and I absolutely agree. I don't have anything to add to that one. I'm just like, okay, yeah. That makes perfect sense to me.
I think it's just a communication error.
Yeah, so it's a communication thing for sure.
I think they just need to make time for...
Most of these have been like, y'all need to sit down and talk to each other like adults.
Yep.
And have adult conversations where you discuss what's going on and have an agreement over what you like and don't like.
Yeah,
tell each other things.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing what happens when you tell each other things.
Oh, absolutely. Rabbit
the other person can actually know what they're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you don't subscribe to ESPN?
Ha.
No, I don't actually.
Rabbit says, I mean, it can be hard for a step-parent who's been in the child's life to not be recognized. Like, Sarah isn't new in the child's life, so I can see why not being chosen sometimes can be hurtful.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be asked to choose between two people. If you want to have plans with your stepkid, make the plans like, hey, if you're free 2 Saturdays from now, I'd love to have a girls' day and go out and do the park or go shopping or go mudding or go to the shooting range, whatever. Just like if you want to have time with someone specifically and you can't do last minute shit, obviously.
Yeah,
plan it out
it
ahead
doesn't
of
sound
time.
like she's ghosting her.
It sounds like she's already having plans.
She's like, we were at an event and my mom and I had plans, and then Sarah came up and asked if I could hang out, and she was like, no, I have plans. Like,
yeah, because you're canceling on your mom, Sarah. You're hurting her feelings instead. Like, you're gonna hurt someone either way. So make your own plans. Or if I had step parents and then have my own parents involved, I'd be like, okay, this weekend is for you guys. This next weekend is for you guys. If you guys want to do something with me, this is I'm available for you. This I'm available for you. That way it's even, back and forth. Just pick something. But you have to plan it. You can't just be like willy-nilly it. I hate last minute plans. I hate them with a passion. Don't fucking ask me to do something in half an hour. No.
Oh yeah. All right. Am I good to go on to the next one now?
Yes. Sorry, Josh.
Let's do it.
Okay.
My bad.
So by Pokemon Candy, am I the asshole for publicly scolding my boyfriend's picky eating?
Yes.
Yeah.
So my female 27 boyfriend Chris, male 29, is the absolute pickiest eater I've ever met. No, he doesn't have food allergies. No, he has no intolerances. He's just picky. I don't blame him for that. His mom didn't know how to cook a whole lot, so Chris's palate adjusted to it. Since we've been together, though, we have worked on cooking dinners with one another to try and find things with ingredients he'll enjoy that may be outside his comfort zone.
Smart.
Anyway, last night, my parents said that they would love to go out to dinner with Chris and I. My parents live in another part of the state, and I don't see them often, so I ran it by Chris, and we made plans. The restaurant was a new seafood place that opened up close to where we live. Since I knew how picky Chris can be, I asked him to look over the menu before we went so that he could make sure there would be something there to eat. He told me he looked it over and would have the salmon. Fast forward to this evening when we all sat down to eat and he made a disgusted face looking at the menu. I asked what was wrong, and he told me there's nothing he'd eat. My parents looked a bit hurt, so I pulled Chris aside and said that I couldn't believe he'd do this, that if he wouldn't like the food, he had all of yesterday and most of today to pick a different restaurant. I then commented that I was just annoyed by his picky eating because now it's hurting my parents, and left the restaurant with him after apologizing to my parents. He told me that he was in shock that I didn't defend him and that I should have known he would be unhappy and was being a total asshole for publicly humiliating what he can't control. Am I the asshole?
No.
But I thought he said he liked the salmon.
That he did.
That's what she thought, the asshole. He said that he could choose something and eat it.
Yeah.
And the plans were made for someone who's traveling a good distance for dinner, and he was being a whiny little bitch about it. Yeah, he's
pretty
the
much.
asshole about
Yeah, he told
Chris
me
is an asshole.
No, you suck it up. It's your girlfriend's parents. Make a good impression. Don't ruin it.
Pick something and chew on it, or find a good drink and sip on it while everybody else is enjoying their
Or have
dinners.
a salad.
There you go.
I understand picky eating. My kid doesn't eat mashed potatoes, gravy, eggs, potatoes. I get it. But he has different things that he can eat. And he's not going to go to a restaurant and be like, me. He's not going to do that. He's 11.
Yeah, no.
Grown ass.
Look, I'm sure they have a kid's meal with some chicken tenders that he can
It's
get,
always the
okay?
fucking chicken tenders.
There's some chicky nuggies probably on there. If they have them at Red Lobster, they have them at
We got you some chicken nuggies.
Oh my god.
Have an order of fries. Do something. Don't be.
All right.
Some fries, some mac and cheese.
There are 2 edits to this story.
I was gonna say, I literally don't care. If you genuinely don't want to try something and want to have a miserable time, eat your fucking shit off the kids' menu as an adult. I don't care.
I mean, as an adult, you can sit there and enjoy. Just have something, anything.
Yeah.
So that you can be there and enjoy the time.
Make a fucking decision like an adult.
It's not about the meal; it's about the company.
That's not an adult. He's a man-child, and hopefully he's an ex now because I wouldn't put up with that bullshit.
All right, so April said that he's now an ex. It doesn't say here, but one of these edits here would kind of probably
no, I was referring to Rabbit's ex.
So fucking funny, Rabbit.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's
my bad.
It's okay. Continue.
All right, so the first edit is a quick edit about the salmon. I had asked him about that, and I guess she asked him about that, and I guess the problem is he read the menu again and saw how it was prepared. Like he didn't care for the seasoning that was going to be on the salmon.
So why not ask to not have the seasoning on it? It's a matter of talking to the waiter and having it changed.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can ask for it. It's made to order. If you don't want
your chicken nuggies, baby.
All right, so here's the second edit. Oh, geez, I started
bitch.
The first couple of sentences. No, you're fine. The first couple of sentences are essentially about, I've been busy. I couldn't respond to the comments and whatever. She appreciates all the kind words. So the meat of this edit is, I'm going to spend some quality time with my parents to see a movie the 3 of us enjoy, and Chris will not be attending.
Good. Fuck that guy.
Bye, Felicia. Go take your picky ass someplace else.
I would be mortified if I was dating someone and pulled that shit in front of my parents. I'm like, these are people that you're supposed to make happy about you.
That was the test.
As someone who lives in a house full of dietary restrictions, I will find you somewhere to eat. Just fucking use your words.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's not that hard. I can't eat this. Great. Well, this place has this.
Pulled out the toddler statement. Please use your words so we can know where to go.
Oh my god. I don't care what age you are. Use your fucking words. Use them. Use them. Yeah. That's why God gave you a mouth.
Well, that's what it's for.
God, not just for sucking dicks. Like, crazy.
Oh, Jesus. All right. That's...
I can't.
Wow.
Oh, God, I can't.
Maddie
went on of eating, but okay.
Maddie went on a rant there. I think Maddie has some...
passive-aggressive people.
I think Maddie has some experience in this line of reasoning here.
No, Maddie just doesn't have an interest in having patience with people like that. Neither do I. That would be so fucking annoying.
Absolutely. All right.
I understand if it's like an actual child, but if you're an adult and you're pulling that shit, we took our kids to a water park.
You should learn by now.
A couple hours ago. Yeah, my youngest was 10 at the time. He actually broke down in tears in a restaurant, mortified, because the corn dog that he ordered at the restaurant, they're like mini corn dogs, for kids.
Yeah.
He thought it was gonna be like a corn dog.
Oh,
we have him at home.
right.
He cried.
He wanted a pogo.
He wanted a whole corn dog.
He wanted a whole corn dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted the whole breaded wiener.
He did, and that's really weird when you say it like that.
Very
when
weird.
it comes to the table, he should have looked down and go, "What the fuck? Why is it so small?"
Yes.
Oh my god.
But tears, and we ended up buying him another meal of chicken strips because he'd eat that instead. But he was 10. You can accommodate a child. You cannot accommodate that bad behavior in an adult.
Oh.
That just means that they're just gonna keep doing it.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
All right. This
was your child the asshole here? No.
No.
He was promised a pogo, and he got a mini dog. Fuck that.
And it was a long day.
It's not like Chris.
No.
Yeah.
It's not like Chris. It's not like Chris.
Chris had a choice preemptively.
Excuse me.
That's a red flag.
Chris was able to see options way in advance. I mean, he got like the sneak peek at the menu.
Well, the flag is.
Oh my god. All right. So, before I read the title of this one, it says, this is by I Am a Luna-Tick. So you tell me how this story is going to go.
Stressful start, all right.
Am I the asshole for... Oh, did you find your flag? You want to wave it before I start? Ah, there you go.
Yay.
Yeah. All right.
It's a red flag.
Am I... It's a red flag. Yeah. We, was that... Yeah, that was for the gender episode we did, right?
That was for the gender episode, yeah.
I thought so, yes. Yeah.
Anytime the boy said something problematic, I had a flag.
Yeah.
But you know what? It didn't.
There was a lot of it.
But you know what? I mean, not a lot of it. I thought I was okay.
So sorry.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's...
60-40.
Man, that silence speaks volumes. All right. Welcome to the podcast, Challenger. I hope you had a good day. Or night, in this case. So, am I the asshole for telling my cousin to get the fuck out of my house? All right.
Who knows?
I, 17 female, come from a very strict religious family. I can't have a boyfriend. Heck, I can't even talk to guys. But my older brother, who's 18, can do whatever he fucking likes.
Oh, imagine that. I remember that.
The other day, me and my cousins had a plan to go to the ice rink to skate a bit and have some fun. One of my cousins' brother, 19, heard about this and tells her she isn't allowed to go because there are guys. I called him and explained it's a ladies' day there and showed him proof. He said no because after ladies' day is over, there are guys waiting outside. I argued and said that we are immediately going to get into the car and leave. He said no. I called my uncle. My uncle agreed to let them and told his son to stay out of it. My cousin calls my brother. He says your sister wants to go there and there are guys. My brother argues with my mom. I'm yelling at this point, telling him to stay out of it. My mom says it's a ladies' day. She can go. Lo and fucking behold, my cousin drove from his house to mine, walks in, and starts telling my mother not to let me go. I was staring at him and I couldn't even form words because I was so shocked. My mom looked surprised and stared at him and listened. I ended up getting so angry, I got in his face and said, "Get the fuck out of my house. Get out right now." And my mom told me to stay quiet while my brother screamed about how rude and disrespectful I was. My cousin left and I yelled at my brother and said, he has no right to come in here and tell me or my mother what to do. My mom got quiet and just told me to get ready and she'll pick up my cousins and drop us off. My brother kept arguing. Got home, and after we've all had fun, my mother got really mad at me and told me I was disrespectful to my older cousin. I was too tired to argue and just apologized and called him and said sorry for yelling, but I swear to God, if you do that again, I don't think I won't tell your dad about the girl you fucked in his car. He blocked me. Am I the asshole?
Nope.
No. He ain't been punched in the face enough.
No way.
He ain't been punched in the face enough for his attitude. That's the problem.
If I was that mom, I would have slapped the shit out of him. How dare a kid try to tell me how to parent my kid?
Jesus Christ.
Yep, I would agree with that too. Mom's the asshole too.
Well,
honestly, she's stuck in a religious loop.
Yeah, it's
that aspect of like boys can do something, but girls can't.
It's a very orthodox. It's probably an orthodox religion. They're right.
Fun fact: I was never allowed to spend the night over at my best friend's house because he was a guy. Even when we were like 10, we were not allowed to have a sleepover because he was a boy. even though we were sleeping in different beds on different floors, and his parents were. So I wasn't allowed to do that.
I wasn't allowed that either.
Fun fact: we both turned out gay.
Nice.
So clearly, that was a waste of everyone's time. We could have had a nice sleepover.
But no, I wasn't allowed to leave the house unless I had my brother or my younger male cousin go out with me.
Jesus.
For a very long time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
apparently I would do wrong.
Yeah, but the pinball that happened here. So what? It went from the cousin to the sister saying no, to the woman saying she's gonna go anyway. Then she calls the uncle. Uncle says okay to go. Cousin calls the girl's brother.
And then all the fucking little shit males in that family decide that they're gonna know better.
Bounces back to her mother, and then the mother's saying it's okay to go, and then it goes back to the cousin to drive all the way to the house and say that. Hello, Petals. Welcome to the podcast.
He's obsessed with his female cousin. That's what it sounds like.
I was just about to say that. Like, what is the obsessive backwoods nonsense?
Is it one of those kind of religions? Like you can marry your cousin?
I don't have a single clue.
I don't know.
Does it say a location?
It does not. It does not say a location. There is no edit for this one.
Love you, Nikki.
Welcome to the podcast, Petals. I hope you're having a good night.
Yeah.
This is absolutely sus. She is not the asshole, 100%.
Yeah, definitely not. She's definitely not the asshole, and those boys definitely are. All of them need a good smack across the head.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just because you're a family member doesn't mean you can boss around a female of your family because you don't think it's right. It's none of your fucking business.
Well, it all depends. It's a religious house. Remember, it's a religious house.
Cool.
Once Mom said what she said, that should have been it. The only other person who could throw their 2 cents in would be Dad, but Dad wasn't even in the conversation. So,
and the other uncle,
that's too bad.
The other girl cousin said it was fine too. So even if a male adult said it's cool, that means mind your fucking business, no matter what.
Exactly.
If the main person in charge of that child says it's cool, male or female, mind your business. Little bastards.
Yeah, very religious, very religious family there. All right, we have Lotzer S. I'm pretty sure I butchered the Lotzer or Lotzer there. Am I the asshole for not buying my sister what was on her registry? This is a short one. I, 29 female, have a sister, 26 female. She's pregnant and recently had a baby shower. She had a registry of things she needed. I didn't buy anything off of that though. I had ordered custom-made onesies with my niece's name on it and a changing pad. I don't have much money, and I have a geriatric dog who costs a lot. I thought the gift I gave was cute and meaningful, and that she'd also be getting a lot of other gifts. After the baby shower, my sister pulled me aside and asked why I didn't pick anything out of her registry. I said I had saw those and thought they were cute, and the registry is just a suggestion. My sister got annoyed and said the registry is stuff they actually need, and that I gave her useless things, then walked away. I guess she talked to my mom, because my mom also said to me I should have just picked something from there, and because I know how my sister is, and it would have helped her out. I'm now upset because I was excited about my gift and wasn't aware the registry was so important.
The registry is important.
Registry is important because you can keep track of how many things are purchased. So like you want like 10 receiving blankets and 2 boxes of diapers or 3 binkies or whatever. You can keep track of how much you're getting because of the registry, but you shouldn't have to stick to it.
Well, the other side of it too is she could have like reached out to some other people and be like, "Hey, or Mom, does she already have a changing pad? Does she already have onesies? Because that's what I plan on getting, even though it's not on the registry." And then Mom come back and be like, "No, she's already got that stuff, so you better check the registry."
Yeah,
I mean, like the monogram stuff, it's cool, but
baby's gonna be out of it in like 2 months.
In 2 days, and then no one can buy it because it says Lexonacron on it or something.
The kid's gonna wear it long enough to vomit or shit all over it once, and then it's gonna go up stored somewhere.
Yeah,
Rabbit, a gift card is also a great idea. The gift card does not get enough love.
Yeah, but people think it's tacky when you ask for gift cards or cash versus an actual gift. And I don't know why. Like I rather do that.
For a baby though, I mean that's perfect because you always need more stuff. You're always going through things. You always need, all the expendable stuff. So that's
the changing pad also would bother me. Because it's
all
also
diaper bags come with a changing pad too.
But so also, if it's one for a top, like a surface, like the bigger, thicker ones, like how do you know it fits the surface, or they have a surface to put it on that it like fits the crib?
How many people actually even use them? Half the time when we were doing it was we had like a towel or a blanket, and that was our changing pad everywhere we went because it would meet every surface.
Well, that's different though. Like with the changing pad, like one of those curved ones, the little buckles, is for like top of like a dresser or something, or even a bed to make sure the kid didn't fucking roll off, kind of thing. But like
they can't roll off on the floor on a towel, April.
Yeah, but I wasn't always at home with a floor that was clean enough to put a baby on, like a gas station bathroom or whatever.
That was what the blanket or towel was for.
Yeah, it's the little changing pad and the diaper bag was for. So I understand, but changing pad's always a good idea. But at the same time, it's not necessary. Just like when people buy diapers for a baby shower, people buy newborn sizes. They're only in the newborn sizes if you're lucky and they're small. For, I think my youngest, he was in size 1s within the first 3 weeks that he was born. He was a big baby. My oldest, she was in newborns for less than a month. Like, I had so many newborn diapers and I couldn't use them. And no one bought ones for 3s.
I think ours was a newborn for it might have been a month. At most.
It's not for long. People think newborn means like, oh, it's gonna last for like, no, it's fucking not. They're not 5 to 10 pounds for that long.
They're not newly born.
I think for our registry, we actually asked for 1 to 2 month stuff instead of newborn stuff.
See, smart. I didn't do that. I was an idiot.
The adults I can claim had that idea.
There you go.
That idea.
There you go.
I only had one baby shower, and that was for my youngest, and I was 19. I had no friends who had kids. I was the first one. The only adults that were there was my parents and an aunt and a grandmother, and all I got was, I think half of what I got, I never even fucking used. Like, I don't know, it's just like fancy clothes or whatever. I'm like, oh, this is adorable, and then the first time that she took a huge shit and like it went up the back of her diaper or whatever, it was ruined. I'm like, it's adorable. But she's looking to wear it twice, and then she's gonna be too big for it, or it gets stained and ruined, and you can't use it again. So it's just like
we got lucky. Most of what everybody brought was like we got a few cases of diapers, but primarily what we got was like generic onesies and wipes. Cases of wipes, which was amazing.
You can use them in the kitchen.
I've never had a baby, and I have baby wipes. They're
fantastic.
Yes. The only other saving grace was so instead of getting us diapers, someone bought us a diaper subscription service for reusable diapers.
That's amazing, and I love that. Cloth diapers are way overlooked. People should do those instead of disposable because they're adjustable. They'll grow with your child, and you can buy just the inserts and just wash those, and you're good to go.
Yep.
And it saves you thousands of dollars, and I didn't learn that until I had my second kid, and he got too fat for regular diapers. So
I would like to point this out, only because I saw it written on the pack of wipes that my mom has at home. Your baby wipes are not flushable. If they say flushable wipes on them, they're not flushable.
No.
End of story. Someone's job is to go into the sewer and pick out all your fucking baby wipes that aren't disintegrating. They are not for the toilet. Garbage.
Most wipes are not flushable. Don't flush them. Just throw
them
away.
None of them. Don't flush them. If it is not toilet paper, shit, or piss, or vomit, it doesn't go down there. Okay? Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. My friend, for her newborn baby, I bought him a onesie that did not fit. Purposely. It was a little, like, it said, like, outdoorsy or something, and it had a moose on it, and it had a little butt flap, and it was, like, fabulous. And it was, like, $6. I got it at a secondhand store, got it for her, and went, this is like a 3T. I know it does not fit him, but it will fit him longer than anything will fit him at this age.
Oh, yeah, 3T
and he finally just grew out of it, and she's got another little one now who can keep wearing it.
Aw, that's cute.
We got 2 kids and a couple years out of it, baby. That's That's all we can ask for.
All right.
Opie definitely not the asshole, the poor thing. She tried.
But back to the old girl.
Story?
Yeah, she's the asshole.
Wait, so
pregnant one?
The pregnant one,
No.
or the one telling the story?
No, the sister, the one telling the story. She's the asshole.
She's the asshole because she didn't follow the registry.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
hard asshole by Spectre.
Agreed.
Spectre?
Yeah, I mean, you didn't communicate. You didn't talk about it. You just assumed, and you just expected the expecting mother to be okay with it. That's
at least the younger.
Okay.
Don't hand me your shit.
At least the younger sister pulled her aside and didn't say it out loud.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's
that
was
respectful.
She should have done it beforehand. She should have said, like, hey, by the way, please follow the registry. This is not a suggestion. You could have done that. Like, I had a registry. I'm like, can you please stick to the registry? But at the same time,
I think saying get some registry is the point of the fucking registry.
That's the point of the registry, though. It's, hey, these are the things I want and need.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay.
That's like when someone gets married and you buy them a fucking rice cooker and find out they got 6 fucking rice cookers. Like,
isn't there like a check? Isn't there like a check box they can
that's what
like check off as well if they got it?
Yeah, the registries keep track of that. Like, this has been bought, or like you can see like a number saying this has been purchased, kind of thing.
Look, I don't know if it's been obviously pointed out or not, but I have no dog in this fight, so I'm just sitting here patiently.
When in doubt, follow the registry.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
Registry.
Yeah,
that's what it's for.
They spent a lot of time putting it together what they thought they needed.
Those take
They don't need your opinion in the matter.
Oh my God, they
yes.
All right, so this is by obvious_grapefruit52. Am I the asshole for telling people not to use the hand dryer in a public bathroom?
Like strangers?
Yes.
Hold on. Before you
let me blow my feces onto my hand at my leisure. Fuck you.
Those aren't sanitary. Don't use the hand ones. Use the paper towels.
All right.
They don't have paper towels in our country.
Let me get to the story.
I got these awesome napkin pants. It's wipe if I need to. More germs in the hand, Blair. It's been proven.
Let me get to the story. Josh. Let me get to the story. This one's a little bit of a lengthy one. This one's a lengthy one.
Okay.
As opposed to the others.
Sorry, what? Sorry, Tempest?
Huh? What?
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
Nah.
Okay. Throwaway to protect my daughter's privacy. That is the first line. I don't know why. Here is the situation. My 5-year-old daughter, let's call her Ivy, has ASD, autism spectrum disorder for people who don't know what that is, and struggles with anxiety. Loud noises in general terrify her, and none more so than hand dryers. For this reason,
they're very loud.
Public bathrooms have always been a challenge, and it's something I have to take into account whenever we leave the house. Anyway, Ivy likes stories, so we often go to the local library to read books together. The bathrooms there have a hand dryer, but also have a paper towel dispenser. Whenever she needs the bathroom while we are there, I go with her and politely ask anyone who comes in if they might use the paper towels instead of the hand dryer because the noise really scares my kid. People tend to be nice, and this has never been a problem for anyone. However, yesterday a woman came in to wash her hands, and when I asked her, she rolled her eyes at me and just blatantly told me no. Ivy, who was already on the toilet, overheard and started panicking and tried to leave the bathroom, but she was too late. No. The woman turns on the hairdryer, and Ivy was so upset that she started hyperventilating, and I had to escort her out, and it took a while to calm her down. The woman passed by us at some point and rolled her eyes again, told me that I am not doing my daughter any favors and that she is old enough to learn to deal. I was so shocked I had no response other than telling her to get out. I felt she was way out of line, but my husband agrees a little and thinks I should not expect the world to accommodate Ivy, and that it was a bit entitled of me to ask. It's such a small thing though, and I never imagined it could be an inconvenience to anyone, or I would not have asked. Paper towels are more hygienic anyway. Of course, I know Ivy has to work on this fear, but the world is already asking so much of her at the moment. I want her to tackle it in her own time. Ivy now says she never wants to go to the library again. I hate that this safe place has been taken away from her. Am I the asshole?
I don't think she's an asshole. I think she does. You can't ask the mother.
Oh, you're right. It's
the
mother.
husband.
Sorry.
It's mother.
Right.
You're
right.
You can't expect strangers to accommodate everything. I get that, but at the same time, I don't think she's an asshole for just asking. Like, hey, can you?
No,
I don't
absolutely.
think she's an asshole for asking.
No, not for
she's
asking.
not an asshole for asking. Expecting people to follow it, she doesn't expect it though. So I don't think she's
No.
never.
She
like,
also
hey,
should be expecting people to not follow it and give her the finger, like what just happened. And in other kids, the parents usually have like a set of earmuffs or earplugs or something like that for those kids, so that when they get into those environments, they can put those in and they won't have that reaction, or will have less of a reaction because it's more controlled. So for her to not be prepared for that, she's kind of a semi-asshole for that, because she's not preparing the kid or preparing herself for a kid to react.
And is there like something you could like preemptively, like, is there a handicap bathroom that's like just the one stall that you can sneak into, and then it's just you guys in there? Like,
it depends if they have it.
Yeah, by the sound of it, they don't have one if she's going into like a public one to where
that's the thing, right?
Stalls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think then you just gotta be prepped.
Well,
if you know that that's something you're doing all the time, like how many times does your child have to fucking pee? Their bladder's this big. Of course they have to go.
Yeah,
they're like me. So the child every 25 minutes.
The child is 5 years old, but I will say this: I am autistic, and when I was her age, my mother didn't put me on a pedestal like that. I've told the story before. When I was younger, to get used to loud noises and people, she literally put me in the stroller, walked me around the mall,
traumatized you,
and let me cry.
So
that's not
just
being
recently
traumatized.
Had a friend of ours staying with us while she was getting back on her feet, and her kid is on the spectrum, and he reacts to loud noises. The earmuffs or something, and he's 12.
Okay.
The earmuffs are something we bring with us in public environments for that reason. If it's going to end up being something he's going to react to and freak out over, we have things to mitigate it with. You're prepared in public.
Yeah, if you're 12 though, at that age you should be able to deal with that.
Yeah, a 12-year-old being given headphones, they can start bringing them. It's hard to remember, like you're not constantly thinking about how you're going to panic that day. I'm saying
the kid should bring her own headphones at 12 years old.
But at the same time,
it's the parent's responsibility.
Exactly. It's the parent's responsibility to make sure that the kid is ready and prepared. Even if it's as simple as, hey, we're going out. Did you remember your headphones? No?
Oh, yes.
Go grab them real
of course.
quick.
Yeah.
You know, it's that sort of thing. It's that communication piece with the kid. Yeah.
Get the little collapsible headphones from like the 90s. Get an old pair. Just pull the cable off it if you don't need it that much. Like.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think the mom's the asshole in the aspect, but she definitely shouldn't expect people to work around that. The person in the bathroom who blatantly said no and got all pissy about it, I'm guessing she's white and middle-aged, because
they do have every right to say no, but they just said it.
They had every right, but going out of your way to be a bitch is not cool. Like, it's not hard just to use.
Maybe she doesn't like using paper towels because they're bad for the planet. I don't know, but
I agree with Tempest. She could have said it in a lot nicer way.
She could have said, like, I prefer the paper towels.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, no, thank you. Or, I'm sorry, bars your kid, but I prefer the hand dryer. She didn't have to be, like, all bitchy about it.
Yeah,
so
she didn't have to.
She could have said it.
Takes a little effort to be nice to people.
So, there is an edit to this. There is an edit to this. This one's a long edit. I've been trying to keep up with the comments, and I think you and my husband are right. I have not handled this well, and I should not have relied on others to accommodate Ivy. But this is difficult for me. See, the whole world is just such an inhospitable place to Ivy. She is 5 years old, and nothing has been easy for her. She has sensory issues, but also motor difficulties, gastrointestinal issues, other nightmares and irrational fears, a language delay, social-emotional challenges, and more. Everything is a struggle. Most of these things I cannot shield her from, and she has to face them, and she has to fight, and she has to cope every day. Her paralyzing fear of hand dryers is almost a minor thing in comparison. They're generally easy to avoid. We only use the bathroom because we know there's a paper towel option there. Otherwise, there's usually a disabled toilet. I'm not going to hit... Jesus Christ, how long is that parentheses? I'm not reading that parentheses.
Your job, growing up is a coping mechanism. You get all of these different coping mechanisms as you grow up for all the things you have to overcome. Some have more than others.
Yeah.
It's your job as a parent to teach your kid how to get the good coping mechanisms to overcome all the obstacles that trigger you.
Sorry, could you repeat the first sentence of that edit about what kind of world it was?
Inhospitable.
The world is inhospitable to this entire fucking species. I don't care.
Yeah.
It sucks to be here. This is a nightmare.
Everyone has to learn how to cope with something.
The rest of the edit is just essentially saying she has to work to adjust it. They've made her realize it's not fair. Yeah. Not to Ivy, etc., etc. She is exploring noise-canceling headphones as an option, but she also doesn't like things on her head. So I'm not sure if this really is the easy fit we have been looking for.
Okay.
Bugs.
But it's definitely an avenue to
the ones that sit on your ears and don't just eat the cable off or keep the cable on to keep them behind. Tie a string to them.
Yep.
A
shoelace. So many options.
You can find trash on the ground that'll solve your problem.
The other thing, too, I wonder is if in this case, she's also one of those parents that has a boatload of anxiety over all the issues that her child has, and her child's ping-ponging off of mom's anxiety with the given situations.
Mm-hmm. I had that problem with my youngest for how picky fucking he is and how sensitive is to heat. Like, he's like, oh, this is way too hot, and he acts like something is like scalding his hands if it's barely warm to me. I'm like, get a fucking pot holder, suck it up, I don't care. Like, it took me years to get to that point. Like, you were fine, you will be fine, stop freaking out. And I had to do that, and he's not such a baby about it anymore. And he's like, yeah, I can handle it, I can get around this. I'm like, you can't let your kids just focus on every little thing that bothers them, or they're never gonna get over it.
I would like to say, I feel like having knowing not what's wrong with your kid, but what's wrong with your kid, like knowing like they have this disorder, they have this. Wow, you have all the tools ahead of you that you just need to Google how to deal with this condition.
Yeah.
And you can do that.
Yeah.
Like, guys, I'm 28 years old. I just got diagnosed with ADHD. Now I take a little pill. Holy shit, my brain is so quiet. There's not bees constantly needing to run at me. Like, it's bananas. Like, when you know what's going on, you can make like,
God, I can hear it now. What's wrong, bees?
The bees.
Bees.
It's like this time.
Well, like each bee has a thought, and if I don't write my thoughts down, all of the bees just swarm, and I can't focus on what people are telling me because I'm trying to remember.
So does that mean you decide in committee?
Pardon me?
Yeah.
So does that mean you decide things in committee?
Yes. Me and my other selves decide.
All right, we have time for my God. That I don't know if that just came from the Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory. I'm not sure, but we have time for one more story.
Okay.
So we'll do this one's another semi-lengthy one. There is an update, I think. Yeah, there's an update to this one as well. So there's two halves to the story. So by Similar Gazelle 7628. Am I the asshole for refusing to touch my nephew? So she gives a warning saying that sorry for the bad English. That's and here we go. Now, my 21 female brother, 25 male, has a 4-month-old son. His wife is a SAHM. I don't know what that. Stay-at-home mom. Thank you. Stay-at-home mom.
Say that one.
But sometimes she asks for family members to take care of the baby for short periods of time to have a break and relax. The child is my parents' first grandson and the first member of the new generation of the family. So they love the baby very much. I live with my mother. The problem is both me and my mother work from home. But my mother has a lot of online meetings and I have very flexible hours. So last time she decided to take care of the baby, she just left him on my bedroom and came to see him in the interval of her meetings. I don't hate children, but I'm not good with them. I'm very sensitive to loud noises. Touching other people is unpleasant for me, and I have very high anxiety, so I usually avoid small children. I know it's not their fault, and I 100% don't get mad at them nor their parents. Besides, I have low immunity and get sick very easily, so it's not good for me nor the baby to be close to each other. I talked to my brother, and he knows I'm not a good babysitter, so he's okay with me supporting them from a distance. But I couldn't just leave the baby there, so I tried to take care of him. I had to search on YouTube how to do most of the things, and the baby just wouldn't stop crying after more than an hour after I tried everything. Feeding, checking the diaper, holding him, singing children's songs, getting the toys. Like, I tried absolutely everything I could think of. So I just put the baby back.
4-month-old.
So I just put the baby back on the stroller, laid on the floor, and had a complete meltdown. My mother finally came to check the baby and started screaming at me for abandoning the baby. So this time when my mother told me...
No, we're crying it out together.
So this time when my mother told me she would babysit my nephew again, I told her it was fine, but she would have to take a day off work. She said she couldn't because she is saving for a new computer, and I told her that either she takes a day off or don't offer to babysit my brother's son. Because if she left him with me again, I wouldn't even touch the baby before calling my sister-in-law to come get him. My aunt ended up babysitting the baby. My mother's crying and telling me I'm ruining her chances of seeing her grandson with my egoism. She told my brother that I said that she couldn't help because I hate his child so much that I don't want to touch him. So he's mad at me, and I still haven't had the chance to explain. Everyone is mad at me. Am I the asshole? I thought I was doing the best
with family.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hi.
I thought you were telling a story about
Sorry,
us.
we like Eva.
No, it's not about It's not about us. It's Am I the Asshole story.
I'm like, my kid?
No.
What?
All of a sudden, I saw his door shadow open in the reflection
of
his window. I was like,
Yeah.
there's a person there.
I wonder how long he's been standing there for.
No, like immediately. I told you right away.
Just now.
Oh, okay. So I thought I was doing the best for the safety of the baby by refusing to put him at risk in my care. And that's the end of the actual story.
I think that person's the asshole. Like, if they can't handle childcare and they're not automatically saying, I can handle this, the baby should not be assumed into their care.
She at least tried.
Exactly.
If the grandma wants to
babysit,
she should be babysitting, not the other person.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I
they
was
gave it a
like,
shot
I'm going to
too.
babysit and then expect someone else in my household to take care of the baby. I take care of the baby, not someone else. You want to spend time with your grandkid? Spend time with your fucking grandkid and don't put it on someone who cannot obviously mentally or physically handle it. That's fucking stupid.
Okay,
That's
so there is an
I'm
update.
a little fancy.
There's an update to the story. I went to my brother's house as soon as some people just suggested, and I managed to talk to him and his wife. Apparently, my mother has been distorting the reality for a long time when it's about their son. He was honestly surprised to learn that I had been responsible for taking care of the baby. She said that I made the baby cry and just left him crying until she calmed the baby, since I didn't want to see the child. Damn.
It.
Wow. Why? Since I was feeling bad and didn't come out of my room when my sister-in-law came to get the baby, this got more believable. But my brother didn't confront me immediately because he knows I'm bad with babies. He told me if he knew he would have never left the baby at our house, since he also knows I'm not trustable with a small baby. He said to me I should have simply told him, and in hindsight, yeah, I should have. But hindsight's 2020. There's more to this. Also, she's been lying about other stuff. For example, she won't tell me that she is going to see my brother and his family. Then she will tell him that I didn't want to go see him. I'm bad at social cues, so when they tried to pry for reasons without being confrontational, my responses were apparently not very good. I didn't even realize this was happening. Hey, I'm the same way. I also suck at social cues.
I was going to say, it sounds like she's autistic.
It doesn't say she is autistic.
I know. It doesn't say she's autistic. But
no, but
she's
she's
autistic.
As I say, I'm not terrible at social cues, but there are a few, like, you know when like someone infers something, like they're like, oh, I would love a glass of water. To me, that is not, will you go get me a glass of water? My brain does not hear that. That is not a request.
Mm-hmm.
That is you going, a peach sundae on the moon sounds great. Like,
Yeah.
See, I'm the opposite of that. If someone says like, "Oh, this would be great," I'm like automatically try. I'm like, "I'll get that for you."
And Nikki
My
is like
husband
that.
is the opposite. Like, if I infer something to him, he'd be like, "Oh."
So there's a little bit more. When he heard that I was trying to prevent the baby from even entering the house, it was the last straw. Now he understands that we made peace. Now he understands and we made peace. In contrast, he is very mad with my mother. I have no idea why. Yeah, I have no idea why my mother acted like this. She never did this before. Quick to get angry, but she never manipulated or tried to lie. I will spend the night at my brother's house and try to talk to her tomorrow. Then I will update with the answer. So this was posted 12 hours ago, and there's no update for it yet.
Yeah.
How old is
Sounds
her
like
mom?
tons of drama with the mama.
I have no idea how old the mother is.
Does her mom have like early onset dementia? And maybe she's
I mean, the mother has a job.
Shit up?
Sneaking off to do drug runs? Like, what's mom doing?
She's working from home.
Yeah, she's working from home and has a lot of online meetings. So I don't think she's that old.
Working from home too.
Yeah, but
I'm guessing like late 50s, early 60s.
Gotta be
in the front room.
Yeah.
Stacks, baby.
Yeah.
That's definitely not the OP's fault. Like,
no.
They knew they couldn't handle it, and the responsibility got shoved onto them unwillingly and not fairly. They should not have been in charge of that baby.
No, not at all. And props to them. Props to them for giving it a shot and trying the first round and making it that far.
Yeah, she had a breakdown.
An hour?
That baby crying for longer than 10 minutes will drive anyone bonkers.
I
literally wanted to kill myself.
Cringing when children cry.
True enough.
Oh, it's the worst.
Yes.
I'm like in the store and I always just want to like offer to be like, would you like me to try? Because I'm like, I know you don't know me. I came out of nowhere.
Okay.
I know you don't
Do you
know
know
me.
to tag in?
Fun fact,
Sorry,
as a mother, if my kid was crying and someone took the time to make funny faces at them and they got my kid to stop crying, I wanted to grovel and be like, thank you so much. Oh my God, they've been so cool.
I usually like assess the situation, and if it seems like there's something I can do to help, I'm like totally in it. But
just make funny faces. It usually works. Or it scares the kid to shut the fuck up because a stranger is looking at them. Either way, the mom's going to be appreciative of it because it's exhausting and the kid's freaking out.
Mine, the first 4 months, if she wasn't screaming, she was eating or sleeping.
That's
all she did. Yeah, bad colic.
Oh my God. Colic is awful.
It was and I felt horrible for my wife. She was
the worst.
She was pulling her hair out.
Like 2 hours sleep a night, if that. It was awful.
I think I was colic.
I had colic.
I think I was too.
I think I still have it.
Like,
and your parents wanted to kill themselves. Just let me pop that in there. Like, I really wanted to die. It was 3 months of like no.
I was the autistic colic baby. Yeah, have that mixed together.
Ugh.
I was close. Yeah. I was the underweight baby that killed themselves on the way out and with a C-section. Colic.
I have no idea what I was. No idea.
Oh, you were a surprise, honey. That's what you were.
That's
all
fair.
right. That was the
Stu. High five.
All right, that was the last story of the night. That was so much fun. I love these Am I the Asshole stories.
I need to read these more often.
Right? It's so funny.
I watch them on like podcasts on TikTok.
What's up? Sorry.
I like listen to other people answer.
Oh yeah, I used to have some of those as well. They do part stories, stuff like that. Yeah.
Bunch on TikTok.
Well, a lot of people are assholes, so it's.
Oh yeah.
I think obviously assholes.
Every day.
What the fuck are you posting this? Everyone's gonna rip you so bad.
Yeah.
And put it on the internet.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's gonna hate you.
I think
love those people. The cocky people. Oh yeah. They're so fucking in the wrong.
Oh yeah. I think we had a good back and forth of not the asshole and the asshole for this one.
It was pretty even. Yeah,
it was. That's surprising.
I want to say almost more of them were not
assholes. Yeah. Wow, that's very. I think my favorite one is the switcheroo one where the guy took the girls to the lesbian bar story. I think that's my favorite
one. I like that one. That was a good one.
That's my favorite one.
I hope he keeps doing that.
That's very subtle, chill revenge.
Like, 100%.
It's passive aggressive, but in a fun way. Like, hey, if I have to be around gay people, so do you. Hey.
How do you like it?
How do you like the gays?
They're great people.
I don't like them. That's just because
I don't like being hit on by my own sets.
Anywho. Straight people don't exist, okay?
Straight people don't exist anymore.
They just didn't experiment enough, that's all.
Hashtag straight people are a lie.
It's a lie. Am I a lie then? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know if you're both
I just don't think anyone stuck their finger up your butt first for you to find out whether or not you would like that.
The magic button is there, Josh.
Don't know
that
until you try
escalated quickly.
Yeah, it very escalated quickly. So before
But it's true.
Before we jump off the cliff,
I just work here.
We're going to stop the episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much.
YouTube. My bad.
Thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast or watching the podcast if you're watching this on YouTube. We do have an audio version for this. It's on Spotify. It's on Amazon Music. It's on Audible. It's on iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
The socials.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's one other thing as well. I will put a I will put the Linktree link in the description below so you guys can listen to it. It releases on Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and we do these every 2 weeks. So that means the next episode number 30. If I can get my calendar up. Yeah, we're at 29 right now. That's a cake. God damn it. So the next episode is March. The next one is March 18th. I saw it. I'm just trying to get through this outro. So, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're at 94 subs at the moment. We are slowly climbing up to that 100 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for the support. And Tempest, thank you so much for taking the time out of your night to join us for the podcast.
I appreciate the invite. This was fun.
Absolutely.
It's always weird up in here. Feel free to join in.
You literally saved my ass last night because I messaged him about 2:30 in the morning my time to see if he was doing this because I forgot all day. I forgot. I was off that day.
2:30 in the morning.
Well,
2:30 in the morning.
We agreed on a bunch of issues. I don't hate you, so this is going well for us so far.
That is fair.
Yes.
You only said one cringy thing, and I can't remember what it is now.
I said a cringy thing. Anywho, we'll talk about.
Him.
Oh, so there is if there is also a after talk, the after party that we usually do on Twitch on my channel I call it after party. Well, the title is up in the air, whatever it's called. But we talk a little bit afterwards, about half an hour after. So if you guys are still in the stream, stay for a little bit longer, and we will we'll talk about different stuff. It'll be a normal stream again. So from us here in Off Kilter, thank you guys so much for joining. We'll see you guys on March 18th. Bye, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.